Testing. Hello. Okay. I think I'm live. All right. Whew. All right. So I'm going to let go of any effort to try to do anything in this moment. This is theater of the now, which means that this one single moment is absolutely perfect, even though I carry with me all my past traumas into this moment, and then the stress activates all of them. So it gets hard to think, it gets hard to exist. But I think it's because I want it to be a certain way. And yet, every single time, okay, I'm switching into the emotional game now. The emotional game means that I meet my emotions exactly as they are. A second ago, I was somehow in an explanation mode. It's a different kind of game. So there is 5 parts, 5 dimensions of the game of life that I'm playing. And I'm trying to combine them all yet play them simultaneously. And recently, yesterday or a couple days ago, splitting off the emotional game from the productivity game has made there's a part of me that isn't doesn't have the words to make something really expressive, grandiose. Um, I am back in the emotional game right now, and this moment feels heavy, and I'm allowing it to exist in its heaviness. And it must be my shadow regarding perceived failure. This moment is a past moment. Every shadow trauma is a past moment. Right now, in this moment, I'm sitting in this room and I am completely safe. And yet, it feels so heavy. It feels like I wish I was giving a Colbert report, like this talk. That's what's floating in my head. Like, do something really entertaining and capture people's attention at all times. Oh my goodness. It's ah. Okay, I'm still in it. Okay, coming back. Trying to shift into that game, or even getting a flash of that game when I am in the emotional game just makes it worse. It's self-consciousness. Okay, so this is the self-consciousness game. That seems like something important. Right, so these are the different games. I'm in the emotional game, but it's not just the emotional game, right? These are the primary emotions, but it is a self-consciousness. People are watching. This is my past. Oof. I've been doing these videos for 4 or 5 years now, not consistently. This round has been consistent since April. April, May, June, July. 3 months. It's been 1 quarter, 3 months. And a different part of me is like, here now. And yet, in this one moment, I am back to that moment. But it's not quite as sticky. So, this is how I do shadow work. Right? I lean into it, I activate it, and then I bring what's on the inside outside. Part of me is like, this sounds terrible. It's like, great, great. Sound terrible. Yes, 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 yes. Good job, me. Let's keep sounding terrible. Because you know why? Terribleism. There's only so much terrible available in our life. And the best way to get good at something is to eat it up as fast as possible. Right? So we make terrible the goal instead of the perfectionism. Da 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 da. If only I was perfect in every single way. Always, every single word, every single moment I speak, every word is a rhyme, everything is perfect, then I will be worthy as a human being. That's a microphone, by the way. So, yes, I'm sounding terrible. I love you, little me. I love you so much. I know, people made fun of us, huh? Because we couldn't speak. I didn't know what to talk about. It's like, how do people just talk? Like, what do you hang around, blah blah blah? Like, if I got nothing to say, I got nothing to say, you know? Staying with the heaviness. Yes, yes, yes. Stay with the heaviness. Feel it. I'm in the emotional sea, and the goal of staying in the emotional sea is not to activate my trauma shields, not to open Facebook, and on live video, I wouldn't do that because the self consciousness is activated. Oh, wait. Self consciousness game. Yeah. Okay. This is the self consciousness game. Self consciousness. Consciousness game. Okay, so these are different games. There was the productivity game. Productivity game. All right, this is the first game. If I start wasting time, that's when I'm in this game, I'll start to feel bad. Like, I wasted so much time. I'm not completely on track. Which will drop me into the number 2, the emotional game. And here I am. Okay. Live videos are my emotional strength training. All right. And to realize that I am an emotional immortal. As long as my physical body is safe, no emotion can destroy me. my head isn't gonna explode. It feels uncomfortable, but I can handle any amount of emotional discomfort. And sometimes it's bad. It feels real bad. And it spirals. And that's the emotional game. All right, so these were some of the games that I was capturing. I got a new iPad mini. So I'm just carry this with me as my little notebook. And that's where I plan to capture more notes like this. So this was when I was in the van. I was driving my parents back from the doctor's appointment. And there was nowhere else I needed to be in that moment. Like I could feel the dharma, right? My duty. I'm doing my duty. I'm being valued by my parents. I'm doing the right thing in that moment. I knew what to do, and I did it. And everything was just so good. And just earlier, I had this waves of fear of like, oh no, you know, they're getting sicker and they got a lot of challenges, and everything's just kind of hanging on by a thread. But that's kind of what life is. And in that one moment, it felt just so. And then I carried that feeling with me. I was holding on to it, letting go of emotional effort. That reminds me, right here. Let's reset. What would this look like if I let go of any effort whatsoever in this moment? Okay, I'm actively like releasing, relaxing. It feels like a muscle, and then I let it go. So emotional muscles. Interesting. That's another thought. Emotional muscles. Emotional. And specifically, letting go of the one called effort. And it really feels like it's like right here. Mm-hmm. Okay, doing that now. It's like it's trying to perform, but when I try to perform it constricts and it's like a cramp. Can I do this while keeping this part completely relaxed? Hmm. Okay. So right now, as I think about the five games, the physical, okay, experiential, seeing through my own eyes, Slowing things down. Things I have conscious control over. The map, instructions, knowing what to do, when to do it. And then if this was the cockpit of the mech suit, then my arms would be like working in the excavator. Excavator, excavator. Bulldozer, bulldozer. Excavator, excavator, bulldozer. Bulldozer, bulldozer. Excavator, excavator, bulldozer. A backhoe, a backhoe. Excavator, excavator, bulldozer. Okay. So, keeping the center here completely relaxed. The emotional game. How do I play the emotional game? Through these levers here. One of them slows me down. I can declare the frame because I'm speaking to 8 billion people right now. Hello. And I am a representative of all of humanity as one instance of all of humanity. Okay. So this is my social game, the theater of the now. Now is absolutely perfect, including all the feelings that it's not perfect. That's perfect too. These are all my critics. And these are all my critic responders, aka victims, internalized victims. These are all my students, and internal coaches. Coaches! Critics. Hi, everyone. So, if I was talking to 8 billion people, then the goal of this video is enlightenment. It's freedom for all of us. These are the games we're playing. If you really look at it, these are the games we have. I'm looking out through the world through my own eyes. I'm in a body. Doesn't mean I am a body. Right? I'm moving the body like I'm moving an excavator. But this excavator is in the physical dimension. That's a physical game. I'm speaking, so I am in the symbolic plane with words. Symbolic. Symbolic. But as I am saying, I'm changing the tone and constructing worlds by what I presuppose. The world is always there. So this loops over into the emotional. Then there's a social game. If I turn off the live video, boom, I feel different. Nobody's watching me. And then the emotional game inside. within this one moment, I have an inner critic, an inner script writer. I'm going to put him in the critic because he's saying, "This is what I should be saying. This is what I should be saying." And then if I don't say that, a critic says, "You didn't say that." But then if I don't say the script, like, what do I say? Well, if I knew what to say and say it, and I had a perfect script, the anxiety would fall away. On the other side, if I knew what to do and I did it in the physical plane, the anxiety would fall away because I did it. What is in common here in this moment is words. And a word is an action. A word is an action. So it's also knowing what to do and doing it. And the source of my anxiety is not knowing what to do or not knowing what to say. I'm following the little trace of excitement, and I'm feeling it right now. So, this is why I start to spiral. This is why I activate my trauma shields and start scrolling Facebook, because I don't know what to do. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed, like I need to do too many things and I don't know which one to do first. Ah! And I feel like there's only so much time, and then like it forces me to try to choose, and I'd rather not. Oh, it's emotional force, which means I'm responding to the past when I felt forced to do something. Ooh, okay. So feeling forced. This is who, yeah, right? This is the core trauma of control, of power. Oh, the other one around sales, money, sex, and power. Those are the three big triggers. So around sales, persuasion, being conned, feeling conned. Whew, yeah, okay. These are the two traumas. And when I feel forced, the emotion gets really intense, and part of me would rather collapse than be forced. The rebellion. Whew. Okay, so these are the games that we play. Again, I'm speaking to 8 billion people right now. I'm speaking to all of us. Look inside. You're looking out in the world, into the world. That's the experiential dimension. We're piloting physical bodies, but from where are we piloting those physical bodies? There's a reason those giant mech suits robots are so popular. It's like imagine you are the little being inside this mech suit. Then what nature are we? And so this is the nth degree alien. This is the game I do whenever I describe the five dimensions of reality. I ask them, hey, do you want to play a game? And they will say, sure. It's like really quick, right? Imagine we are nth degree aliens and we're visiting Earth. And we can't just drop in because, people would freak out. So we got to use these bodies, okay? And we're going to use these bodies to visit Earth, okay? All right? So you ready? Great. Beware, the transition can be a little rough, okay? So ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Oh, oof. I always hate, you know, coming into the physical world. Oh, and having bodies. Oh, all right. And I go to people and be like, okay, did everybody get here all right? Okay, let's check to see if we're in the right dimensions, you know. And then I would go over the experiential dimension. Do you see anything through your own eyes? Great, check. What do you see? Do you see physical things? Check. Do you see symbolic things? Words, right? Words can jump mediums. This can be on a paper, now it's on a computer, now I memorize it, now it's in my brain. That's how knowledge works. Do you see other people, other players? Excellent. Do you feel emotions on the inside? Excellent. Great. We are now locked in to the correct dimensions of the game. So that's how I introduce the five dimensions. Is that we are nth degree entities, aliens. So this is a podcast for nth degree aliens that are visiting Earth using these bodies. And I also tell them, you are a brand new being in this body. Okay? And because you can't just have a being that pops out of nowhere, we've created an entire backstory for you. If anybody has seen the TV show Travelers, that's kind of the premise. They're people from the future that jump their consciousness into now, but they have to take over a person's body. So I tell them, you are a brand new entity that just got to Earth right now. However, the body that you're in is going to have memories and it's going to have plans for the future. But those were the plans that was made before you got here. You could execute on those plans, or you can just do something completely new, right? And at any time, we can imagine this as a reset to come back to the now as a brand new entity. I just started the game now. Everything I remembered in the past was part of a saved game. Okay? I could keep going, or I could be like, no, I know that was my past plan for the future, but I'm going to do this instead. All right, so that is how I explain what we are. Is we are this being that's not the hands or bodies, but we can imagine ourselves like a smaller version of us in here, but it doesn't really have hands or legs. It's an energy. It's a simulation. It's a, I don't know, nth degree consciousness. We are a consciousness that is both able to receive information, think about it, and act, send a signal out into the world and control this mech suit of ours. So we can control the mech suit and go around do physical things. We are embodied in a body, and we got voice. So we can say things in the symbolic plane. And as we say things, we can say things to other characters, other players. Um, so many things. So this is all the symbolic plane. When we tell stories, when we engage. So this is part of my vision, my idea. This is what I am building. Is an alternate reality that is more here than what most people's realities give them to create the game. The game. See, that's part of the challenge. I wish I had the gift of gab, and I wish I could just describe in poetic essence. I can't. I've switched games again. See, knowing which game I'm in makes all the difference in the world, right? I tried to. I'm not good at this yet. I'm not a performer. I'm not a storyteller. There's so many skills, right? Know what to say and say it. I just don't have the tools. I'm a beginner. What I've built is visual thinking. That's where I'm good. So I'm trying to be further than I am, and it starts spiraling. It's like, I'm not where I want to be. So good. I am a I'm a student striving for my point B. And then when I start failing, I go into the emotional world. Okay? So A to B. Basically what this entire thing is a mapping of what is using visual language. And this is blah. See, I'm shifting into explanation mode, and I'm not that great at explanation. I'm an engineer, right? I am building this interface, just a blank piece of paper. How do I visualize this moment? Meta, okay? Shifting to the meta plane using visual thinking and visual language. This is what I'm doing. Including when I start getting trapped, when I start feeling like, oh, I'm not performing very well. And I start to spiral. I've switched games. I switched to the emotional game because I feel like, oh, I'm not good in the storytelling game or the social storytelling game. Ah, and then my inner critic starts attacking me and it drives me into the ground. And it used to just keep me stuck. But because I have meta visual thinking, visual language, I can jump into this plane and then go back into any other plane, any other game. And I have these levers. My consciousness can shift back into seeing the entire view that puts me into the experiential dimension. Because I've dropped into R2, reality 2, inside my own brain. I'm not seeing the world anymore. I'm somewhere else. I'm noticing which reality I'm in. Okay? R2, R1 is the reality right here. I'm sitting in a chair. There's a dot on the camera. It's kind of, and there's all these stories about what is going on in this moment. Ah, I need to perform. Performance. I need to form. I need to perform. La 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 la. Right? Perform. That's one of the games. Oh, yes, it's one of the games. And then when I don't feel like I'm performing very well, it's terrible. Everything's terrible. And then I remember, yep, and I drop into the emotional game. There's a emotion within the emotional game. There's a self-consciousness. Hmm. See, as I was talking, I forgot about breath, speed, slow down, slow down. I always have that lever. I just forget it's there. Posture and letting go of emotional effort into effortless action. It's easier when there isn't a live video, but when there isn't a live video, I go into overwhelm of like figuring out what to do next in the productivity game, which is the emotional part of the productivity game. And learning how to let go of the emotional short circuit and just getting right back to just taking the next action. So part of why I'm so excited is that I'm leveling up. It's the same game every single time. I'm mapping what is. I'm not studying biology or astrophysics. I'm studying the game from the inside. That's why it's so exciting. And I'm upgrading the parts to it, right? I'm building these imageries, these little parts. There's so many pieces to this. There's so many. Ah, right. So this is R3 training. Part of noticing, part of the productivity game is noticing when I got trapped in scrolling Facebook or watching a video and how to put it down without self-abusing myself. And it's like, oh, got caught. Put it down. Keep going. It's exactly the same structure as meditation. Oh, my thought got caught. Don't need to beat myself up for it. I just let it go. Come right back to the point of focus. Then let go of all emotional effort. Slow down, right? That's why the one breath meditation is always right there. Come back to the now. Ooh, come back to the nth dimension, come back to the experiential world. Within the experiential world, to the source. If all this data is going somewhere, where is it going? It's all inwards. It's all in. Out, 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 out. In. Out, 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 out. Ooh. In. Out, 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 out. I'm building this game right now. In, in, in. Right? Actually, I should angle this upwards into the dot. This is a starting point. This is the source point of the game. It seems so obvious, but it's like saying it out loud on the live video, declaring it into the world it's another matter again, right? This is 8 billion people, then it means 8 billion people are finding the source point of consciousness of the game, the starting point of the game. Starting point of the game. Starting point of the game. Start point of the game. Right here. In. In. From that point, out, 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 out. In. Out, 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 out. Anything that goes into my body also goes into that point, into my life, into my essence, into my being. I am the essence of everything I can touch, everything I can influence. This is my life. I share it with this planet, with all the other versions of me. But this version is me. In. Out, 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 out. In. Breathe in. Out, 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 out. This is it. I had the breath. Oops. That was my starting point. But this, my dears, my love, my universe, this is it. I found it. I found the starting point. From this one point, I punch into reality. From behind this point, I am source. I am behind everything. Things going in, my essence pouring out. In. Out. In. Out. In all directions. My essence is simulating the entire my universe in every direction that I see my little bubble of my universe. Ooh. And this sphere here, if you haven't seen the new season of Sandman, Dream, the King of Dreams, is holding his entire realm in his hands in an orb. And this is the orb. This is our kingdom. The entirety of our essence is right here. Our inside source is here. From the dot of the source of wherever we are in the nth dimension, punching through into this reality by absorbing information through our senses and then controlling this mech suit of a body and vibrating these vocal cords to construct words, spells, symbolic, generating symbolic, emotional, symbolic, emotional, symbolic, I don't know what. I'm tempted to say spells. What if I said poetry instead? Symbolic, emotional, symbolic poetry. Yeah. Okay, let's do it this way. Every word I speak is already poetry. Emotional, symbolic, poetry. Wah, 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 wah. Tone. I can vary my tone and my pitch. Pitch, 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 pitch. My rhythm, my rhythm, my rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. Rhythm, 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 rhythm. Bam. Balap, 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 balap. Freedom is figuring out how this game works. That's what I'm doing. From the inside, this is who I am. This is what I do. I figure out how the game works from the inside out. I'm a game mechanic. The metaphor that just floated through my brain was we created this game, the universe, we stuck ourselves in it, and now we have to figure out from the inside what we created and how we play it. The game. And I call my game Welcome to Earth. So, thank you for listening, 8 billion people. I do believe, this sounds terrible. Why am I saying these words? I was going to say, I do believe you're going to get more enlightened to do is hearing from this. Where is that even coming from? Which one of you is speaking? It's one of these people who trying to, oh, a critic responder. Are you a critic responder? Because it doesn't matter if I didn't have any critic I am performing to, but it's not always a critic. I want, as a student, to be able to affect change, so it's not always a critic. If I want to become a world-class speaker, sometimes I am already a world-class speaker, but that's only on accident. Can I do it intentionally with the pressure pounding down on me? The lights and the ah, ugh. So that's why I'm here. I'm 3 months into this round of live videos, and I am doing all right. Doing all right. I'm doing all right. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. I'm celebrating myself. Oh, 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 oh. I am letting go and stopping my internal critics. Oh, you're doing terrible. I'm gonna attack you and make it even worse and then say you're doing even worse now. It's like I'm going to reduce the number of flat tires by putting more nails on the road. Nails will continue being scattered around the road until there are no more flat tires. It's like, you're the one who's flattening my tires, my dude. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just gonna say, no, thank you. I love you. You're an aspect of the human condition, and we're just not gonna do that. Cool. Love you. I know other people do that, and there's nothing wrong, but it's not effective either for them. And once they learn it, maybe they'll stop. But there's a lot of reasons behind why they get angry, because they feel hurt, they feel attacked. So there's a lot of drama. Uh, Not drama. There's a lot of understanding I have, and I'm gonna choose to not do that for myself. And anyone who tries, I'll be like, oh, I love you, and then I just keep going. So this is self-support, self-celebration, self-cheering. This is no more. This is anger. So no more. I'm good. And when it comes to hurt, hurt drops me into the past hurt. So I'm not even dealing with the now. Hurt drops me into the past for me to process, and it drops me into the emotional game. Oh, doing this after dinner. Yeah, a little bit of stomach ache here. Okay. So these are notes for myself and their emotional strength training. I've suffered from massive anxieties my entire life, and I couldn't figure out why. And now I do. Now I do. Now I do. It's because I don't know what to do when I'm doing stuff, physical things, and I don't know what to say. So I can't say it on the emotional side. The more I don't know what to do, the more I drop into those emotional holes, like, overwhelm. And then it gets worse, and now I'm stuck here. I don't know what to say. I drop into overwhelm, and now I'm stuck here. So I don't know what to do, and I don't know what to say. Don't know what to do, and don't know what to say. Da 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 da. I figured things out, and I found The point, the starting point of the game. Source. Well, you could say I found source. I mean, it's always right there. You keep going backwards and backwards and backwards, and you'll find it. So, um, yeah. And then there's the emotional enlightenment game, which I'm not necessarily pursuing that. I am pursuing that, but like I don't actually know quite how to do it. So this is the way I'm doing it, is the meta structure, visual thinking, visual language path, learning how to play the game, and then teaching others, which teaches me. I learn best when I am able to teach it to someone else. And this is what I do. I map out reality, I map out how to play the game, and I teach people how to play the game of life. I think I'm going to be okay. Um, Here, I will add this. This is emotional strength training. And then I still need skill. This is skill. Emotional strength training just gets me over fear and the self attack, but then I still need to train the individual skill. Okay. And perfectionism would stop me from even trying, so terribleism is actually the goal. To get through the terrible as fast as possible. Eat it all up. Mm. So flipping the goal from perfection into terrible. Terrible is the goal. I'm 54 minutes. What else? What else? What else? Ah, I mean, I've locked in a lot, right? So this morning or this afternoon, driving my parents back from their doctor's appointment, I was doing my dharma as a good son. I was valued. I was doing what I know how to do. I can drive very carefully, very safely, and there's nowhere else to be, and I'm with my parents. I got the time what I have, and everything felt so good because I knew what to do. I was doing it. Everything else was aligned. Relationships, health, I have. We all have. I mean, things are challenging, but we're still hanging in there. Wealth. My dad is supporting all my ventures, everything I'm doing, paying for my expenses, and I get to help them maintain the house, maintain everything, just in case, you know, if dad falls, I can be there to pick him up. Everything's still okay. And what's really scary, the last 2 minutes, I guess I'll say it is, I'm really scared for the day when they're not going to be okay. I'm really scared about that day. I said it. And it's coming. It's like, ah! And I don't have the financial abilities to take over what my dad's doing. That's like that's that's part of the stress. And I have everything here. I have it. There's some emotional thing there's still steps I need to take. But maybe I should start coaching, start teaching. Teaching. I want to teach the cube. I teach the cube, the map. I teach the map of life. Like simple, 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 simple. And I should just do it. Save the online stuff for later. I teach the the map. Coaching cube. Cube. I think I'm ready. My standards are stupidly high, and I think I'm ready. Yay, that's an hour, but here, let's expand this. So, I think I'm ready. Oh, I didn't even talk about video game effect. It's save that for later. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm really proud of myself. I worked really hard for a long time to build this map. A long time. So I've earned it. I can say to myself, I've earned it. And I know what I'm talking about. There are details I don't. There are details of the social game that I don't. And that's okay. I have this. I have. Okay. All right. That's an hour. I will see y'all later. Bye.